Hello everyone, I'm Rabbi Chaitovsky, the rabbi here at BMH-BJ. It's nice to see all of you again. And here's another video dvar, which I dedicate this week to three victims of Israeli terror. Just yesterday, Chaim Chaviv, Rabbi Chaitovsky, and an American 18-year-old studying in his gap year in Israel, Ezra Schwartz from Sharon, Massachusetts. Ironically, I'm going to choose to talk about the idea of Thanksgiving. Next week, we know we all celebrate Thanksgiving, and there are elements of Thanksgiving in this week's Torah portion. I'd like to focus on an element of Thanksgiving that just occurred earlier this morning with the release of Jonathan Pollard, who served 30 years, more than anyone thought he actually should have served for the crime which he admittedly committed and was convicted for, and he's finally been released from prison. And I immediately thought of the opening verse of this week's Torah portion, Vayetzei Yaakov mi Beersheva. Yaakov left Beersheva, Vayelech Haran, he went to Haran. Yaakov is running away from home, and he has to go back to the ancestral home in Haran, that's outside of the land of Israel. And I thought of that because Jonathan Pollard, because of the restrictions on his travel, he's going to be on probation for the next 5 years, is actually not able to make his home in Israel, where his wife has already been living for a good number of years now. So unless legal intervention is successful, he's not going to be able to travel anywhere, including his adopted new homeland of Israel. But we are thankful for his release. And there's an episode of Thanksgiving in this week's Torah portion. It has to do with Leah. We know that Yaakov married two women, two sisters, Rachel and Leah. He bargained for Rachel, ended up getting Leah first, and then married Rachel afterwards after some tough negotiations with his father-in-law. Leah was clearly not the favored wife of Yaakov. The Torah says that Yaakov loved Rachel and never uses that word in regard to Yaakov and Leah. And because of that, the Torah says, God opened Leah's womb and enabled her to bear children rather quickly, something that Rachel was having great difficulty in doing, in the hope that this would endear Leah to Yaakov just a little bit more. I don't know if that worked or not, but in a flurry of pregnancy and birth, the Torah describes how 4 children were born to Leah, and it describes them all like one after another, as if we have this image that like she never had a moment's rest. She was just pregnant all the time with these 4 children, one after another. And it says, after giving birth to the 4th child, it says, Vateled ben, she gave birth to this child, Vatomer, and she said, Hapa'am odat Hashem, now I will give thanks to God. Al kain kar'a shemo Yehuda, and therefore she named this child Yehuda, Judah. Vata'amod mileda, then she stopped giving birth. She didn't give birth to any more children. Why did she name the child Yehuda? What's the connection between Yehuda and Odeh? Obviously, Yehuda means Todah, means thanks. So she named the child because she's thankful. We are called Yehudim after Judah. We don't often think of it as its connection to the word to give thanks, but it really is. And we are told that it is the hallmark of the Jew to constantly give thanks and recognize the gifts that God has given us. But my question is, why did she say after this 4th child, now I can give thanks? Surely as a mother she was thankful for all of her children. Why did she express it now after the 4th child? And Rashi helps us answer this question by quoting a midrash that said that Leah knew through prophecy that there were destined to be 4 children. There were destined to be 12 tribes, 12 children. And with 4 wives, because Yaakov had actually married not only Rachel and Leah, but also Leah's handmaids, Bilhah and Zilpah, and each of them were going to give children to Yaakov. And Leah just thought, 4 wives, 12 children, 3 kids each. And when she had a fourth child, she recognized that God had really given her a gift. God had gone beyond what was necessary and given her more than she deserved. And not only that, she recognized that with the arbitrariness of the numbers and how the children played out, she could have been blessed with no children, or one, or just two. The fact is, she should have been happy, and she was happy for all of her children, but now is when she expressed it, because she recognized the full impact of God's role in giving her children. Hapa'am odat Hashem, now I will thank God. Well, the holiday of Thanksgiving is next week, and while it's not a Jewish holiday, it certainly has a connection to a Jewish idea of being aware of the gifts that we have and giving thanks to all those in our lives who provide us with what we need, and that of course includes giving thanks to God above. And Leah was the model for that, and we have many opportunities that we need to recognize even when things are still a little cloudy. It's very cloudy outside right now here in Denver. The wind is kicking up, and there's going to be a blizzard here soon. And I'm sitting here giving a Dvar Torah. I'm thankful for health. I'm thankful for life, and I'm thankful for everything, and I hope we all are. And I want to wish everyone a wonderful Shabbat. Shalom. See you in Shul.